This one is another for Jesus Warriors Club. I think I will clear that TESTUDO formation with this one for now. Royal TESTUDO side formation. Flash shield strike. This one is about something that happened to me under this difficult situation. And the Lord was able to take care of me in a special way. This was care in a special way. I'm going to read Luke 13, 34 to 35. New Living Testament, NLT. How often I have wanted to gather your children together as a hen protects her chicks beneath her wings. I'll repeat it again. How often I have wanted to gather your children together as a hen protects her chicks beneath her wings. This was happening that was very scary, but God is good, because when you are under God's protection, even your family is under God's protection. Like I told you, when I moved from that other town to this town, there was a time when the children had gone out, and they were taken to a trip, school trip by the school. And because you are staying near the road, you would wait certain times, and then when the vehicle comes, mostly when they are taken in the morning and they come back in the evening, it was not late. But that time when they went for a trip and they came back, let's say around 7 something, it was getting dark. So we were not very sure of what time they were going to come, but that time there was nobody waiting. At that time we knew the bus would delay a bit, one of us would get there. It was just close to the road. So the bus arrived when it was a bit dark. And because the house was very close to the road, the children disembarked. And as the children were coming home, the elder girl realized there was somebody with dreadlocks sneaking behind the young sister. It was like he wanted to a snatch and run sort of thing. 2 of them in the dark. There used to be some street lights around there, so not completely dark, but it was dark. The bus dropped them because I think they were expecting parents, and because it was near, they saw. So as they were coming, when the elder sister noticed there was nobody, but she turned back and shouted, "You, what do you want to do?" So the guy with the dreadlocks fled. They came back, and when we were there, when I was preparing to go and get to them, they came back, and the elder sister was telling me, somebody wanted to grab my sister. And I looked at her, and I looked at the 2 small children. Not very small though, because one was in grade, another was in grade 3. By then she had not gone. So it was scary. But when you believe in God, you don't get scared, because I came to realize when the elder sister shouted, something happened. Because these people sometimes provoke you with talk, psychic, or sometimes they talk out there. So one was talking of how he wanted to grab this one. I think it was for the sacrifice thing, snatch, nobody would know who was gone. And then when this one shouted, he had somebody had punched him very strongly. It was the most painful punch he had ever had. That's what they were he was telling the others, and he would tell others that time. It was a very painful punch. He had to flee. So who do you think would punch when a small girl points at somebody, shouts? I took it that was Jesus' protection, a shield around them. And from there I learned that when you believe in the Lord, He will shield you, your family, and others like a hen shields its chicks, its young one. That is when I knew, yes, again, just like that at time of a rainstorm. This was, the rainstorm thing was also a shield. It is in TESTUDO. I didn't write TESTUDO, I just wrote. That was a special kind of shield from Jesus. Jesus gives different shields. But this one, I took it that it is the way Jesus is protecting you, a shield. And you know, the ancient shields, the Roman shields, had a metal piece inside. So when an enemy came near, if you could not reach him, you would use the shield as a weapon. So, I believe as Jesus was shielding these children, He used that shout as a weapon, the way one uses the shield. And that is what happened to the children, and they arrived safely. We prayed and thanked God. And deep in my heart, because she just told the mother was a bit upset. Most of the things I've been handling them quietly. I don't want her to be upset. Because the first time I came from there, most of the time you would think they believe that when you came there was something, and there was this, you are feeling unwell, you have got a problem, mental problem, or something like that. That's how it went at the beginning. But for that one, she was also shaken. And I knew it is the shield, Jesus. And I knew that me and the family are reinforced Jesus, protected by Jesus. There can be no bigger protection than Jesus. So if this one has touched you, and you would like to embrace Jesus as your shield, you see it's potent. Download the Bible or buy a Bible. Read what is in it and read extensively the books that are there and even those that are outside. And remember always, you are the temple. Jesus is your fort. Jesus is your shield. That's my take for today, for now.